All right, Koji, now we're going to take a look at your freestyle from the above water view. And in watching this video, I watched it in fast motion. I can see you're being videotaped because you're swimming as smooth as you possibly can with as best a stroke as you possibly can. Sometimes I don't see that as much in practice. It gets a little sloppier and you throw your head around a little bit more. But there still is things that we can see from here. You can see how high your head is on the breath here. So your head's way up out of the water. That's really going to push your hips and your kick down in the water. We do not need to lift our head that high to take the breath, and hopefully when we see it on the other side, because you'll breathe on the left in a few strokes, and then we can see that. You get a nice high elbow, high shoulder on this side, so I really like that in terms of freestyle. You lift from the elbow and you get this nice high line on this side of your body, and that's really getting your shoulder roll for your left side to really anchor and pull water. So I really like that position. That is very good, and one of the reasons why you have a good freestyle. You can see here, as the hand's entering the water, you're in that 3/4 catch-up position to catch water, so it gives you a nice, powerful position to pull water from because you're catching up to the hand, so you're anchoring and then pulling at 3/4. That's where we want to be. We don't want that hand up and the other hand back here. That would be inefficient and less powerful. So you're doing an excellent job with that part of the pull. We're going to advance forward. You can see how low your left side is compared to your right. You can get that elbow up a little higher and try to get this position up higher as you're taking that arm out of the water. And if you watch from this portion to the next frame, you can see how low it's kind of circling around. It's being thrown low to the water and circling around in the stroke. And you're not rotated as much. You're a little higher with the shoulder here at your entry instead of rolled in. So you can see here, here's your shoulder into your hand. We would like that to be a little more down, a little bit more on that side as you enter. And you do it here, but it's just a little late. If you can get that elbow up on that recovery like you do on the right side, I think that would be very helpful. In this video, you can see there's no kick going on right there. But you're trying to kick a little more in the video. It's a little bit more of what you do in practice. You can see here, as you're going to take the breath, your eyes are already out of the water. You're lifting your head much like a water polo player would, and you're looking just above the surface of the water as you're going to take your breath. And we'd really like to see that stay in the water and not try to lift your head into the breath. I think you use it kind of to generate speed and turnover rate with your arms and kind of connect your body, but we can kind of do that without that. Most of the videos you've seen when we're talking about freestyle and showing them, they talk about one goggle in the water, one goggle out, and you can just see your head should be, oops, I drew that line a little bit high, but your head should be down here. I should see your right eye right there, and I can see your left eye there, and your right eye is above it. Because you're continuing to rotate your head really high out of the water to take that breath. Just a little too high. You can be a lot more efficient if you can keep that head in line a little bit more. Again, we can just see a little low on the left side. You're coming in for the turn. Drop the hands to the waist. Flip, nice tight tuck. Feet could get over a little faster. And you can be just a little deeper on the push off. So just hitting the wall with the feet a little higher and just getting a little deeper and getting a little bit more, a couple dolphin kicks off the wall. I think you had half of one, but I'd like to see 2 to 3 kicks, strong kicks coming out on that push off. And then coming out, eyes were up a little bit in terms of your recovery, but you can just see on the right side, you're a lot higher with the elbow. Shoulder roll happens a little bit more in line with the rotation. Again, high breath, and then that created a higher left elbow when you took that high breath. But by and large, your stroke position and you're swimming a lot smoother than I sometimes see. A little less head movement, but still a little high. You can really see that. Those are things that are really going to help you be faster if you can kind of breathe lower, get the elbows up, and be more balanced on both sides, and then get more out of your kick.